2 hours before England play Germany, and Wembley weighs a monsoon of beer, sweat, rain, beer, songs, beer and hope. This is, after all, a moment of celebration and optimism, before the bitten nails to come, before Harry Kane has fluffed a certain goal, before Thomas Muller has run clean through on goal with 10 minutes left, when the promise of England, and this England, still feels fresh and abundant. All day long Wembley has been blanketed in bullet grey skies, but as the teams emerge so does light. The England players, by contrast, are cheered like the conquering heroes they have not yet become. They come from all over, from Sunderland and Sheffield and Manchester and Leeds and Surrey and London. The towns on the flags around the stadium tell a similar story, a myriad of short and long journeys all converging on this point, London on a cool Tuesday night, where Gareth Southgate has again reached for his trusted back five like a favourite sweater. The first 10 minutes belong decisively to Germany. They run through an England midfield that is simply not there, clocked off, out of office, working from home. Calvin Phillips has his hands full with Toni Kroos, Declan Rice is pushing up on Leon Goretzka, and Muller is simply dropping back into the space and doing whatever he wants. The next 20 minutes belong decisively to England. Raheem Sterling tucks in to plug the gaps in midfield. Chances are still scarce, but England are at least competing, attending, no longer viewing the ball as if it is some sort of radioactive catastrophe. Phillips, who is up for this more than is probably healthy or indeed legal, biffs Kai Havertz, and then, with no more German shirts nearby, biffs Trippier because he feels like it. The mood is no longer festive and triumphant. Sterling is having his finest game in an England shirt. He is doing it pretty much all on his own, too, as every time he looks up he sees only the exhausted Kane ahead of him, one arm hopelessly raised, like a man drowning in synthetic grass. But it feels as if a single goal will kill it either way. It comes, stirringly, from Sterling. Shaw, gutsy and brilliant, plays a cross that puts 3 German players on their bellies in an instant. And the kid Raheem, having started the move, carried on running and checked his movement to stay onside, has the ball rolling towards him. This kid, who is an England player, has spent years feeling the cold blade of cruelty and hatred against his neck. This kid, whose very presence in the white shirt feels like its own act of resistance. This kid, who at 26 is no longer a kid anymore. Germany are charging around like ghosts, airless, shapeless, bereft of life. Muller runs clean through on goal. Minutes later Lothar Matthäus, wearing Shaw's shirt, wins the ball in midfield, passes to Jack Grealish, who crosses for Kane. And so back out they pour, out onto the streets of Sunderland and Sheffield and Manchester and Leeds and Surrey and London. And in the admittedly dizzying glow of victory it is hard to shake the idea that on some level England needed this coming out party, this fleeting and illusory moment of harmony. But for a few halcyon days this England, will feel like a slightly more beguiling place.